way the world turned what happened to me. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, Blue Dot family? It is, baby, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday as a stranger walks in the room. The mystery is deepening. Thank you, buddy.
Hey, no problem.
Hooking up a little gear here. I'm sorry we're late. Had a little technical difficulty. Had it fixed, but not a big deal. Anyway, it is indeed Sunday. I got to get my mouse over here where it's supposed to be. Where's my mouse? There it is. Randy Peterson was the first one to jump in. We appreciate it. Woo pig, buddy, all the way up in Arkansas, I think, unless he's moving. Dwayne Twizzle, thank you for being here. Michael J., Larry Ian, Renee Aris, the Remixtress, and Purple Moon Dragon are both in the room. Dolores Grant, Karen Van Wyck, Randy Curvin, Rant and Randy, thank you for being here, brother. Mega Wet Willie's with us. Charles Stokel, Renee Price, Laureen Barrett, thank you for being here. Keith Thompson, my buddy up in Minnesota. Michael James. Let me see. Where am I? I moved. Shit. Look at there. Michael Leach. I'm sorry. I lost my shit. Julia T. up in she's high up in Pennsylvania, baby. I know you are, darling. Thank you for being here. Ardina Michael, Teresa Diggum, Maria Betancourt, Just Coggins. Big Johnson is here, as is Judy, and Cheryl Cashman on Periscope. John in Poughkeepsie is with us. Thank you very much. Anyway, it's Tuesday, baby. Of course, we're going to have a Blue Dot family meeting. It's what we do. Anyway, what's in the news today? Well, all the royal stuff, all that shook up the queen over there and everything, and they're going to handle it, I guess, quietly, I assume. I don't know. I heard Pierce Morgan got all pissed off about it and walked off the set, and then he got fired. I don't know what. Good Morning Britain. Good Morning Britain, yeah. Something like that, some show. Yeah. Got all upset and stormed off. See ya. Anyway.
There's a reason why he ain't on CNN here anymore.
Yeah. He's a jerk.
He is.
Basically. But he got his panties on wide and stormed off.
Yep.
Anyway, that's just the side news that's going on. Down home here in Texas, baby, my Attorney General is back in the news, right? Ken Paxton, the Attorney General, is already under indictment for bribery, and also he's the one that filed the suit against all the other states and their voting and all that stuff. He is now being sued by Twitter. Go Twitter. Because Ken Paxton got all upset because Twitter banned Donnie and Ken Paxton tried to make an issue of it, and so now Twitter's going to sue his ass, and good for that. Anyway, we have another the continuing onward war between the Republican Party and the other guy, The other guy sent a cease and desist letter to the Republican Party saying, don't use my name and image no more in your fundraising. You can't do that because he wants to make all the money. And the Republican Party said, up your nose with a rubber hose. They can continue to use his image and his name because it's in the public domain. He is a former one-term, twice impeached, twice lost the popular vote con man president that we had. Anyway, Donnie's putting out the word that don't give money to the Republicans because the Republican party is nothing but a party that is out to hurt the American worker, and that if you want to send your money, send it to the Save America PAC. Send it to the Go ahead, baby. Y'all split that shit up. Send a little bit to the RNC, send a little bit over there to Donnie's PAC. Just waste your money on both ends, baby. It doesn't matter. We'd love to see more people out there running. The Republicans, they're just going to have a stack of people, I guess. I don't know. We're going to wait and see. Got a whole lot of seats coming up in 22. Now I want to tell you about the good news of the day. I was happy to see this. There's a new inductee to the U.S. National Women's Hall of Fame.
Oh, really?
Yes. Do you know who that might be?
No, actually,
I assumed you did not. Oh, you want me to tell you?
Of course I want you to tell me.
Michelle Obama.
No shit.
Michelle Obama will be inaugurated in the U.S. National Women's Hall of Fame. For her lifetime accomplishments. How about that shit?
That's cool shit.
That ought to piss off a few Republicans. Oh my God. You know, they're
Well, that's cool shit, though. I did not hear about that.
Yeah,
there
pretty
we go.
cool.
Bad
Pretty cool.
fucking ass.
That's while the rest of the world tries to progress towards a brighter future, but don't get dismayed. The Republican Party is doing its best to drag women of color back down as far as they can. Yeah. Right now, they're running attack ads against the nominee for Associate Attorney General, Vanita Gupta, and Department of Justice Civil Rights Division appointee Christine Clark, both women of color. And the GOP is now putting out attack ads trying to attack them so they don't get confirmed by the Senate. That's what the Republicans are doing, fighting two of the appointees. They just happen to be women of color. Like Lindsey Graham is just happening to. Lindsey Graham got his pearls all wadded up because he believes that the part of the bill in the COVID-19 bill just passed that gives aid to to the black farmers in America. He calls that reparations. He wants to tie that part of the bill for black farmers, which if you go back and look at the history of our agricultural department, it has discriminated against black farmers tremendously over the freaking years. And this is a small loan forgiveness for people that are in. I guarantee if this was white farmers getting, I didn't hear shit out of the Republican Party. Donnie was handing out checks to the farmers left and right. No problem there. But Lindsey Graham's going to call it reparations because he wants to tie it to the people's mind out there, his little minions, that reparations mean you're giving black people something they shouldn't get. And it's a way for Lindsey just to tap into that hatred, the same way the attack ads on the women. They want to keep that alive. They want to keep that little message in the background going, because white supremacy evidently is the Republican Party mantra now. That's the only direction they can go in. There's a few trying to split off. That's what I mean. We're going to see a war here between Trump's white supremacist party and the rest of the Republican Party for the dollars, for the votes, for everything. And we can take advantage of that in 2022. We need to. Anyway, 3 professors in the University of Southern Alabama are on leave now because photos came up of them at a little party, a little soiree, where they're dressed in Confederate uniforms with whips and nooses. You know, just good old boy Southern stuff. Yeah, well, they're out of a job. And they should be. You know, it's I swear it's like we're watching the Republican Party try to return to the era of Jim Crow. with the anti-voting bills that they put across this nation, with the way they speak of anything to do with black citizens of this country, it just rings of that insinuation of something. And that's what they're trying to tap into. I swear, the hatred they want to keep. It's the only thing they got. That's what gave rise to Trump, is the hatred in this country. That's where he rode the wave to. Us, baby. We're the ones that put a stop to it. Anyway, wonderful day in the neighborhood. So, we make the best of it every day. Who's in the room? Nobody?
No one, because you forgot something very important.
What'd I forget? Oh,
yeah.
The Keep It Blue in 22.
Yeah, so let me get this set up here to where we can...
so we can see it here.
Yeah.
Because we got some new T-shirts. And by the way, let's get this up. We're giving a T-shirt away tonight. So you can go to our website at bluedotintexas.com. You'll see a button there. You'll see a button?
Yeah. So I'm going to show that right now. So basically, we got 3 shirts, brand new shirts that just got to the store today. By the way, if you're only hearing me out of your right ear, sorry, my microphone's once again doing some dumb stuff. So just bear with me here for a little bit, y'all.
Well, the right side of me is going to pay attention to you.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
The left side's over there saying, fuck this shit.
Yeah. Okay, we got 3 new shirts coming in, and we got more on the way. This is just stuff that we're just kind of putting together, to just because we're feeling creative. So we got Dad's new catchphrase: "Keep it blue in
2022, baby." That's it.
Yep.
That's our mantra from now
on. We have this, and of course on the store we also got the long sleeves, the tank tops, and all that good shit. We also have another variation that is "Vote Blue in 2022. This was actually something I worked on before Dad even told me of his catchphrase. I was just bored one day and we're like, well, may as well put it on a shirt. Then this is just gonna upstage everything, if you ask me.
Because it's Jenny.
It's Jenny. Rose drew this before I didn't ask her anything. She was just drawing Jenny. So this is
that's Jenny in
her ginger snaps. In her bowl of ginger snaps. We have this on a T-shirt, coffee mug, stickers, all that other stuff. I asked her if we
going for the cute effect.
Yeah, we're going for the cute effect here.
So cool.
And Rose was just drawing this. I asked her if we could put it on a shirt. She had absolutely no problem with it. So if this is up your alley at all, you can check it out at our store on our website. But we're giving one of these away. One of these shirts, your pick.
Your pick.
All you have to do is go to bluedotintexas.com. On the homepage, where it's above our website's currently undergoing some updates text. If you click that button, it'll take you straight to a form to where you can come in and sign up for one of the shirts. You get to pick whichever one you want: the Keep It Blue, Vote Blue, or Ginny Ginger Snaps. And we're gonna announce that winner at the end of the show tonight.
Yeah.
No fee to enter. Go ahead and just head on over.
No fee, no nothing. Just go over there and enter. We're going to give one of those shirts away. Your pick. You pick which one you want, and we'll ship it right out to you.
Yep.
That's the way it works.
Yep. So we'll remind everybody about
Travis will do a
show.
Random number generator.
Yep. We'll pick one lucky winner, and we also plan to do this a little bit more often. So this won't be the last giveaway we do. But and one more quick thing: if you are into any of these shirts and you want to just go ahead and pick one up today, or anything from our shop for that matter, we have a promo code that can get you 10% off until Sunday. Which all you have to do is type in promo code BLUE22. That's BLUE 22.
In the house.
And that'll get you 10% off your entire order, and that's going on till Sunday. And yeah, okay, I think we got everything
Martha
covered.
Olivera entered, and she said, "Please pick my name."
Okay. We will see if the random number generator picks your name, and we appreciate anybody with the interest of signing up and all that. That's very encouraging, and we got more stuff coming. Yeah, we got more stuff coming.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah.
I want to have more fun with the Keep It Blue in 22 stuff, but that was just off of what I was already working on before I heard that idea. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking your right ear off because I'm tired of talking my own right ear off.
All I have to do is turn my headphone around.
Yeah, I feel like doing that just to level out my other side. I'm going to go ahead and get Discord set up really quick, and we'll get the show on the go. Oh, and wow. I'm in both ears.
There you go.
Right when I was about
I
to
fixed
shut
it.
up.
I
Right when
fixed
I was
it.
about to shut
I
up,
was the
y'all.
one
How
that
about
just
that
sat
shit?
right there. I was the one that just I did it.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I knew what I was doing, man.
All right, let me get this
My
set up.
technical advanced technology stuff there just came forth, pulled out of my finger and zapped it. Anyway, Aussie Dave, how the hell is everything down under, my friend?
All is good.
Good.
All is good. It's
Good.
good to see different news being splashed around the world. So Trump have the royals splashed around the world is pretty good. It's sort of like taking an aspirin, isn't it? Listening to
Yeah.
other news and forgetting about Trump.
Well, we don't
But
forget because
I've-
I think it was Jack Rowan here a little while ago just said "fuck Trump." I seen it go by in the chat, so we
The
don't
whole
forget.
world says "fuck Trump." I
Yeah.
mean, I in Australia
done with that.
am amazed that all Republican supporters of Trump must be wealthy or doing well in life, because not one Republican senator supported a $15 an hour wage, yet I'm sure the people that put those senators there are earning less than $15, or most of them are earning less than $15 an hour. So, it's pretty sad to see people vote against their own improvements, isn't it? Dumb fucking Republicans.
You would think, in my opinion, all them Republicans, your senators, not a one of them voted for it. If you're in a red state, well, maybe you ought to just send that $1,400 back because, America.
Put it in Trump's pocket, straight to his pocket.
Yeah, you could send it to the to the Republican Party. Yeah, send it to them. Or no, let's don't do that. That's not even a fucking joke. Anyway,
Anyhow,
Aussie.
we'll have a good show.
Yeah, we will. Thank you for being here. Bill Jones, how's everything out in North Carolina?
Well, I popped I was a little bit late. I was getting back late on Tuesday, and I popped on the show and only saw a couple of people in the queue. I said, well, I'm going to go
we're
on
starting
and say
late.
hi. So
We got a
here.
late start. Well, we're glad you are, brother.
Yeah.
How's everything out in North
Yeah, no
Carolina?
worries. It was pretty good. Been pretty busy with the food drive and getting trying to get people fed around here, so that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, we have in my county about 30% unemployment, so it's not a fun time.
No.
So,
No, it's not a fun time for anybody, and it's hard times for a lot of people across the country, and that's what makes it so sad to watch the Republicans.
Yeah.
Not a one of
We're
them vote for
we're
this.
making a difference. We're reaching out to a lot of different groups and veterans organizations and churches, and a lot of people are getting involved. And the supply is starting to go up now, so that's a good thing.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
so it's working out.
We'll
And I love the vote blue in 22 thing. Amen.
Hey, Ben, keep it blue in 22, baby.
Well, we got to keep reminding them the next year because people forget.
This,
And
we
just
have to
need
keep it
remind
in
them that
everybody's mind.
Every Republican voted for the Trump tax cuts, which was $2 trillion a year for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
But not one of them voted for COVID relief. Not one.
Not
So
a
we
one.
need to remind them every day. Guess
They're-
why you got that COVID relief, folks?
Yeah.
Because of the Democrats.
Democrats.
Not the Republicans.
The Democrats put it through by themselves because the Republicans tried to block it, so they just went and did it by.
I will also be very surprised if we get any Republican crossovers in the House tomorrow. I'll be shocked.
I don't think we will. I think it'll be right down party lines again. We might get one or two. I don't know who it might be, but I wouldn't doubt it. Maybe one or two because they're going to look like assholes if they don't.
Well, they are assholes. All they care about is they care about their donors, Wall Street, and their back pocket, and staying in power. They don't care about the people. They proved that.
Have you seen Tom Cotton out there screaming?
Oh my God.
Joe Biden's giving money to prisoners. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a congressman
So
like
did
that too.
did you
His name
before,
is
asshole.
David Rouser.
Huh?
Yeah. My congressman is named David Rouser. He's the same way. He is a Republican. Oh, he's just a turd.
Name one that ain't
third follower.
nowadays. Name one that ain't nowadays. There's a very small list. Mitt Romney, maybe, and that's only because of the nice things he's done lately against Donnie. On the grand scheme of things, no, he's not for anybody in the working class out here.
I think it's going to get better, and I feel real good about everything because people are opening up their eyes going, hey, I've
There's a
I
light
have
at the end of the
Republican
tunnel.
neighbors. I have Republican neighbors that are going, man, I got on the COVID list. I'm great. Why didn't we have shots 6 to 8 months ago? And I
Yeah.
went, think about it. And they go, oh, yeah, Trump.
Yeah, Donnie Boy was here. That's why. Hey, Sparky,
Yeah.
Hey, John.
how are you doing out there in California, my friend?
Oh, I'm sitting here looking out the window watching this. I call it shit or get off the pot weather.
Shit or get off. Do something.
It can't make up its mind what it wants to do.
Either rain or
1 minute it's raining, the next minute the sun's out, then the wind comes up and starts blowing, then the wind dies down, the sun comes out, then it starts raining again.
We've had
Just
wind
support
all day long.
Republican weather.
Yeah, switch.
But anyway, I wanted to tell you,
Hey,
do
what?
you know about Zoe Lofgren's little thing, social media review she put out?
No. Who now?
Zoe Lofgren, she's a congresswoman from
right.
California.
Right.
She represents California's 19th district. Well, anyway, I posted the link for it in the main discussion, but it's this review lists public social media posts from members of the U.S. House of Representatives who were sworn into office in January 2021 and who voted to overturn the 2020 presidential election. So before you come on, I was checking out your congressman to see what
Michael
he
Cloud.
posted.
What did he say? Tell me what he said.
He's posting the same crap my congressman's posting. It's almost like word for word.
Like they're reading it from a script, huh?
Yeah.
What leadership? I'm telling you.
So anyway, it has every state. If you go on, you can look up.
I knew somebody put out a 2,000-page report.
That's it.
That's it. And it's all the communication, all the open communication these Republicans had from the November 3rd election up to the day of the insurrection. All the chatter that they went back and forth, all of them they were yelling it was fraudulent, that Donnie really won, and all it's disgusting crap.
And there's a PDF file for every state.
I'm going to have to go look it up because I do.
The link's
on
the main discussion page.
Good deal. Thank you, Sparky, because I want to see what one congressman said. Because he quit Twitter on January. He didn't quit it. He posted "Follow me to Parler" on January 9th and hasn't been back since. And
that wasn't on there, I don't think.
That was the last post
I
he
don't
made
go near that Parler
on Twitter.
I mean,
Parler's
going to turn out to be one of those right-wing, dark, evil sort of web connection places. I think it's just going to be infected by the Republicans. I'm pleased that Twitter and certain public institutions that we used before Trump come along and poisoned them are vacating these people out of their systems, because let them have their own little. If you want to follow Trump and that, go to Parler, but leave YouTube alone and Twitter alone. The sensible.
The power of social media, especially something like Twitter that so many people use. It's a great way and a popular way for a lawmaker to stay in touch with his constituents directly.
Yes.
Where he could put out a message directly to his constituents if he was concerned about them. Evidently, my congressman is not, because he has remained off of Twitter the whole time since January 9th. I think it's nothing but cowardice myself. He's afraid to face of anybody because people are calling him, "Hey, you little traitor, what are you doing?" He supported the insurrection. And so he's doing as much ducking as he can do, I guess. And, it's just sad. Donnie is gone.
They're all going to get called out soon, John. They're all going to get called out soon, because these investigations are broadening.
Yes.
I mean, they're finding out things and it's making it deeper and deeper. And I'm scared.
The connections are going to be made pretty soon.
This list is too big and too powerful. We can't use it because we'll destroy the Republican Party completely. What do we do?
What
That's
do
what
we
I'm scared of.
What do we do? That is the question. I hope every day is ringing in the ear of every Republican. What do we do now? Look at they painted themselves into a corner.
Yes.
they've got no options. They could, it's either face the bull or let him shit all over you. And
Well,
they're
it's either
taking the
lie or
option
tell
to
the truth.
let the bull shit all over him. They're still trying to lick his butt.
Why? Why? This is what I can't.
Because that's where the voters are.
Saying.
That's where they think that the Republican voter base is. They think they are in that base of race baiting, hating bigots and deplorable people that are left over there. That's the people they're still trying to win favor with. Pushing anything. Tucker was on there. Carlson, I seen him. What was he talking about? Oh, shit. Oh, the lady that's up for Deb Haaland. Her ancestry. He's mocking them. Really? You little turd. If you're in this country, you're either a direct descendant of a Native American, a slave, or an immigrant. Pick one. The depths that I swear Fox News is nothing but a white supremacy bullshit station in my book anyway. It's the most anti-American bullshit you could put on your TV. It is full of vile, disgusting, innuendo, hate-filled, trying to get you to hate somebody. It's not the news.
You'll get more truth on Russian TV direct than watching Fox.
Yes, you would. Because Fox is nothing but a propaganda outlet for a major right-wing nut job association. That's who they're happy with. And that's who they're in bed with. And where do you go from that? Where do you go with that? What
ready
is your
for Biden's next hack on him? You know what they're going to hack on Biden now for? Because he's come up with a great idea, getting Iran to get involved in the Middle East and taking control and getting the troops out.
Obviously,
you know what I mean?
Dave, you have not heard the most outrageous scandal yet in America. One of the dogs bit somebody.
Yes, I did.
That's it.
I did hear.
Biden has to go. Agenda trying to attack America right there in the White House. It's by the
well, at least the dogs.
That's what they'll go with. Who knows what their creepy little minds will float to. But Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong, and hey, secret squirrels. Hey, what is this? What is this? You know what I'm doing? Huh? No. What is this? You don't see nothing? Doesn't ring a bell? What is this?
What? You're asking me?
Yeah. What is this?
What's a squirrel?
What is this? What is this?
It's a moose.
A moose. Moose? Squirrel.
I feel like I'm missing something very
Moose?
Me
Squirrel.
too.
Okay.
Moose and squirrel.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh, man, you can't get these kids to nothing. You can feed it to them on a
Look,
platter.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
and Bullwinkle. Moose and squirrel. What
Rocky
can I
and
say?
Bullwinkle was around when I was younger. I just never watched it. Not
Moose?
because I wouldn't like
Squirrel.
it, just never did. Now it makes
Moose?
sense.
Squirrel.
Yeah. Wow.
Rocky.
So what's your point?
But I almost want to call
The
Dad
point
out
is,
and go,
she
has he
donated
ever watched an
$5 and
episode?
said, I was vaccinated with the J&J yesterday. So far feeling fine, but that shot hurt like a son of a bee. I'm sorry it hurt Diana Mallory, but it warms
Glad you
my
got it.
heart to know that you got the shot. I went today. I think I got Mama registered.
We need to get you registered.
I went right back to get me registered. Couldn't get back on the page.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? I was just there. Nope. Sorry. Not today. Come back tomorrow. So it's like playing the lotto here. Are you going to get lucky or what? So no, I haven't got my golden ticket yet. I'm still waiting, but I hope I got Mama on the list. We're supposed to get a notification and stuff. So
My wife gets hers Thursday.
Thursday, more and more people every day, and it's gonna make a big
He's doing a
impact. But
good
it's not
job.
gonna. We're
He's
nowhere
doing a
near
good
enough
job,
that we
Biden.
should be lifting restrictions. What's that, Dave?
No, but he's doing a good job, the old Biden. He's sticking to his
He
word.
appears to be holding to his word and providing for the American
What's
people.
the
How?
vaccination thing like in Australia?
It's going along fine. I mean, as I said, that was after being in the Blue Room the other day, and I said, look, we haven't got the issues that you have in America, so we're not scrambling over each other to get to the vaccine.
Outstanding.
It's being distributed to the elderly and the infirm and those that need it first, and we'll get it eventually. But we get 1 or 2 cases a week, maybe. We're not in that situation. So it will come around. But Biden did say by a certain date he'd have 100 million people vaccinated, and he's well over the target. He's well ahead of his target. I was watching, not purposely, I watched a Ring of Fire thing, and they had a Fox thing about Fox were bagging Biden because he hasn't made his 100 million doses. Well, it hasn't been the
hadn't been
prescribed
100
period of
days
time yet. Yeah.
Yeah, let's wait for the
give me
100
a
days, you
fucking break.
jerks.
How desperate you have to be to bag a man? I mean,
They're pretty
I'm
desperate,
sick
baby.
of the lies. But Biden, he will shine through. And now today they're saying he's got dementia. What's next? The dog's
Lord.
got rabies.
Yeah, dog's got rabies. The guy died. The dog bit the guy. The guy died. As a matter of fact, this
Let's
whole
talk
family
about something
contracted
serious.
rabies. It's an
Let's worry about-
outrage.
Let's worry about getting the American people a decent wage and getting people off the poverty line and
No.
off the food lines.
We can't saddle
because-
our future grandchildren with the debt of America. You have to pull yourself up by the bootstraps, and yeah. That's the law.
Give me a break.
Really, $7 trillion is what that tax cut that the other guy gave to the wealthy and the corporations. So while they sit here and they moan and groan and try to make excuses and call things out by different names, whatever they want to do, just remember that if it was back in their hands, corporations and the very wealthy would be, I don't know, buying new Lamborghinis and new houses and shit like that. That's what we saw.
You want to restore people's faith back in the Republican Party? Vote for the $15 a week or an hour wage rise.
That's as a basic concept. As a basic concept, we're approaching a time, I think, in history where there is going to be fewer jobs. Automation. What was the guy you liked? Thomas Yang.
Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang. I remember his speech when he was running for president. He was talking about automation, and you can see it. It's coming. There will be fewer and fewer jobs, and there's going to be more and more people. How do you do the math on that? You don't. So our system itself change, which requires a societal change. Right now we have one side over there that is bashing anything that is given to those that have the least as welfare, as you're a drain on the system. You're just taking from America. When in fact, the people that are taking from America, that are draining the system, they have 6, 7 yachts already. They live in big high-rise penthouses to Tahiti every year. Those are the people that are draining the system. So that's what I mean by we need a societal change in our country. We have to realize that we cannot stand by as a country and just let the least of us suffer, because some of those, the least of us right now, used to be somebody. They got in a position, they lost their home and their family or something. Where do you go? What do you do? All of a sudden you're on the street. Oh, you're a bum. You're a bum. You just don't want to work. You're a drain on society. No, that's not who we are. It's not who we should be as a country. We the richest country in the world, they keep telling us. And look at the situation
You're being told
we're in.
what you can have and what you can do. You've got the situation here now where you've got the tail wagging the dog, because it used to be the people told their representative what they wanted. Now it seems the other way around. You will get what we want you to have.
That's exactly right.
To back this up, here's a good lie to support it. And
Yes.
that's what happens.
Yes, we elect the people. The people should stand up and vote every chance you get. I'm gonna get this out of my way because it just.
75% of the American public vote for a $15 minimum wage. Well, that
it is
speaks
very
to the people.
popular in this. Yes, because a lot of people in this country are just wage work or earners, and they get screwed every day. If they're not trying to do it on the wage, they're trying to do it on their hours. Well, we can only get you to 39.95 hours. We can't make you permanent now. We just got to hold you
Let me
right there.
interject something here, John.
What's that, Bill?
We haven't heard the last of the $15 minimum
no.
wage. The reason it got taken out of the relief bill was because Senator Manchin and Senator Cinema from Arizona didn't want it in there.
Right.
So we had
Two
to,
very
in
moderate
order to get our vote, we had to
Democrats.
take it out. But what has happened is Bernie Sanders, who is the Senate Budget Chairman, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
he's not
so
going to
glad
turn
he-
loose of that.
No. And he's working with, I heard it the other day, and I heard it reiterated this morning when I was taking a little break from the phones, that he's working with Pete Buttigieg, who is the Secretary of Transportation, on the infrastructure bill. And right now the plan is to put the $15 minimum wage in with the infrastructure bill. And I want to see Republicans vote against that one, vote against jobs and money for the people. Oh, that'll go over real big.
Feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll help. That. We keep asking ourselves, why don't they see this? And again,
Oh, no.
well, the only thing I can think of, Bill, is it's the issue. It's not the issues. It's the attitude. It's not the issues that the Democrats are going to provide jobs and a higher wage and a better living for you. It's more the fact that you think you're more superior than a certain portion of this country, and that's what they
And they're
feed on.
donors. Yeah, and they don't want to lose those, Wall Street donors.
Yeah.
And they just want to lie, cheat, and steal and stay in power.
They-
How could you do that when 26% of the people support you? Really? I don't think so.
That we're hoping so. That's how come this 2022, baby. This is a drawdown. This
It's
is
the big one.
This is the
This is the big one.
Yeah, there are 20 Republican seats in the Senate open and 14 in the Democrat. 34
And maybe
Senate
more
seats
because
open.
we've had another half a dozen, 5 or 6.
We've had at least
Republicans
5.
have announced in the last few days that they're not running again. So
Who was that? Was it Roy Blunt yesterday? Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Roy Blunt from Missouri said, nope, I ain't running no more. Richard Shelby in Alabama, not running. Richard Burr in North Carolina, right there
What
where you
about
are.
the frog?
Toomer,
Don't forget the
Toomer
frog.
in Pennsylvania. Toomer in Pennsylvania
Yes.
is another one.
Yeah, Toomey in Pennsylvania and Rob Portman in Ohio. And,
Hey, what about the frog, McConnell? Mitch McConnell.
Well,
he's not
now
running
there
again,
is
he?
talk that there's rumor that Mitch is thinking about retirement. I haven't heard anything yet directly, that I could track down a source on.
Well, he's got to get the
He's gotta
assembly
get
or
out of
whatever,
there.
the legislature in Kentucky to change the law.
Right.
He's retired. He's goddamn 80
Mitch
years old.
Mitch
It's time
wants to
retire.
pick his own successor, is what it is, and Mitch can go
And
out and kiss off.
Grassley hasn't announced yet, but Grassley is not going to run for re-election. He'll be 88 this year. He ain't going to run for re-election. There's no
When's
way.
enough? When's enough?
I hear you.
Mm-mm-mm.
You're a billionaire at 88 and you're still working to make more. When do you stop and say, I'm going to enjoy my money, or I'm going to give my money
Well,
to, I'm not going to take it with me, am I? You can't take it with you. How hateful do you have to be to just sort of work at 88 to keep your cash in and want to make more, deny people $15 an hour and hope that when you die that the poor don't get your money, or your money's not spent to help the poor?
No, they pick a successor, somebody they deem worthy, a child or something that they want to enrich.
Well,
for
her
the
wife,
rest of
his
the
wife will
rest
be
of
in
their
jail.
life. Let me
Miss
catch
Chow will
this
go to jail.
because I think it's relevant. Teresa Diggum donated $5 through Super Chat, and she said, Jimmy Carter said years ago that we're already in an oligarchy. Thank you, Teresa Diggum.
I waited for 40 years.
They had a story about him and Jimmy today in the news. He was upset, angry, hurt of the laws they're trying to pass in Georgia to restrict the vote. Jimmy Carter came from that era of fighting for the vote, and now he's watching his home state turn their back on democracy and trying to restrict it, trying to make it harder for people to vote, especially some people. And that's what I swear I can't find another reasoning why any working man would be involved with the Republican Party or support a Republican candidate if they look at the issues and how it benefits their life. There's no comparison, baby. The only thing the Republicans have to sell you is a flag, a Bible, and a bumper sticker, baby. just to make you feel better. Not that it's going to do a damn thing for you. It's just a bumper sticker, a flag, and a Bible.
Yeah.
It takes more than that to run this country, to ensure that we take care of everybody in this country. And, so, hey.
I got a feeling they're going to learn a lesson here in a few short months.
I hope so.
I hope.
I think they're all suffering from Stockholm syndrome.
It's our job as Democrats and Independents to share the
make sure
information.
that happens.
And remind people who these people are.
Yes.
Remind them who voted for the relief package. Remind them who bailed the people out. Remind them who bailed Wall Street out.
Just look on the list there. If you see an R next to the guy's name, they didn't vote for your shit.
That's right.
Anybody with an R, they just did not vote for anything for you. They could give a squat less about you.
R stands for reject.
Yeah. Reverse.
Yeah, reverse. Take it reverse, reject.
You know what I can't believe is that Republicans they're supposed to be good Christians. They're supposed to be Christians, but yet the Christians are familiar with the Bible. Yet these bastards can't recognize a false God. How good a Christians
they
are
hold up the Bible. They don't say anything about they know anything that's in it. That's like Donnie held it upside down and backwards. He could give a shit less what's in the Bible. But there is power in religion, in politics. That's a hell of a voting piece out there, demographic out there. Is the especially the evangelical Christians, because evidently they can be lured with just a little bait and put some candy on the end of the line. You can take them anywhere. Shiny object. Yep. It's they give up to, in my opinion, they have given up their right to claim their Christianity. In my mind, you can say it all day long. Am I going to believe you? Hell no. You voted for that guy? To me, you're a Trump supporter or a Christian. You get to pick which one you want to be, but in my mind, you only get one pick. So,
the GOP's been courting the evangelicals for 4 decades.
Yes, well, ever since Reagan.
They've been courting them forever, man.
And I believe Trump is the payoff of that.
Oh yeah.
Because let's face it, most evangelical Christians, you could put the word white in front of that.
Well, how many millions
evangelical
of
Christians. It's not that black Pentecost church you hear down the street. No. That's every direction I come to the Republican Party, it comes down to race. It's what brought him to power. It's what they feed on, the hatred of immigrants, the hatred of black people, the hatred of anybody other than them. And they forget who they came from.
There's no diversity, none, zero.
No, they're not.
I'm going to say something
look
pretty
at the
nasty
attacks on
here.
Asian Americans have gone up so drastically since Donnie Boy got out there spouting his racist, bigoted crap. So that's, every time, that's why I say every time I come back to it, what is it about the Republican Party that is the attraction? And it's the Republican Party. It's the party of white supremacy. It's the party of the good old boy white club. What do you want to know?
John.
Yes.
John, 80% of the wealthy are racist. Sorry, wealthy people, but I've been around a lot of wealthy people, and 1 in 20 are not racist that I've met. And I moved in those circles for a lot of years, and I'm sorry to say they hated the Aboriginals. They hate blacks. And that's it. It's just black and white with them. And all the clubs and that I attended to and worked for, they never had black people in those clubs. So, I've got to say it, they're just racist, and it's the racist party. R stands for racism.
If you were interested in diversity within that would not be a thing. The introduction of other people that look different than you would be a natural thing for a society if they were seeking a progressive way, but they use it as a weapon because they're not interested in being an equal with you. They want somebody to dominate. I'm just like everybody else out there. You sit here and you try to take this in, and if you're like me, and I think you are, that you have a good heart, and that you do your best not to have any prejudices, that you should base your judgment of people based upon how they act and what they do, the content of their character. You should try to do your best for anybody you meet on the street. You should try to put a smile on anybody's face that you meet that day. It doesn't hurt you to try to do that. So that's the way I think a lot of us are. I don't have a place in my heart or in my brain to waste worrying about who's coming across the border tonight, or what black farmer's taking some of my money. It's that's just how gross.
Can I just say something that what's weird? I was watching Simpsons episodes, like it was series whatever it was
Right.
on Netflix the other night, and out of the Simpsons episodes, there was a lot of mention of there was like Mayor Quimbley and that trying to get reelected, and there was the chief trying to get. It was just different episodes, different, but they used to get the people on their side. It's the immigrants, and this was creeping into these shows. And then I watched a Family Guy episode, and they used immigrants as one of their little things to win popularity. And it was all reflecting back to this Trump thing, because these episodes were made after Trump was elected. So even these shows on Fox as well, they were bagging Trump on these cartoon shows within 2 years of him being elected, using racism and blaming the immigrants as the problem. Even one of the shows, the Simpsons episodes, had the border featured and the border wall.
So
And
is art
they were all out
imitating
there.
life, or is life imitating art?
Yeah, John.
You know?
Yes. Yes.
What the issues are of the day are going to end up in our TV, and
It's
especially
become the norm.
yes,
It's
it becomes
become
the
the
norm.
norm.
It's going to be a subject matter on the show, because it's the subject matter in our lives. So yeah, they're going to address it in any of them that are on the, more cutting edge, in South Park and all that. They like to stay out there, which is good, because it gets the word out to a lot of people.
They're honest.
Yeah.
They're honest about it. I
we
mean,
need to have
we know
that. I had a comment in my YouTube, and it's just like all day long it stuck in my head. I didn't do anything. It's like, oh, it's your opinion. It just said, another old fart. Really? You listen to my video, and that's what you have to add to the conversation. Just another old fart. We get to be old farts because we're lucky enough to survive the young bullshit that you're. And I hope you make it, whoever made that comment. I hope you make it, baby. I hope one day you become an old fart.
Hey, John.
What?
There's a YouTube guy called Old Fart. His YouTube thing is Old Farts Rant.
Old fart
He's
rant?
been doing it.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, he's been doing it longer than you have.
Well, see,
he
he's
doesn't
an old
post
fart.
that often.
I'm not an old fart. I don't know. 47. Having 47th anniversary of my 21st birthday. That makes me 47. I'm dying of saying that.
Yeah, right.
Hey, it could happen. You don't know. Middle of the night, fairies come by, and all of a sudden you're younger. Look at the beard. My beard went away.
Yeah.
My beard, I miss my beard. Y'all don't know how much I miss my beard.
Looks starting to look good though, John. It's got that colour around your chin now, which
Yeah.
gives you the impression that you've got more of a beard than
Yeah.
you did 2 weeks ago.
I can grab it with my fingers now, not stroke it or anything, but I can grab it with just the skin of my fingers, whereas before I was using my fingernails. So it's going to get there. I don't want to change.
You'll have it trained before too long.
Well, this time it will be a little more refined looking, I hope, because I never would. Mom always wanted to trim the bottom. She thought, Mom, we got to trim the bottom, make it look better. No, every freaking
Yeah. A trim never hurts, John. I've been trimming my beard. I've been
No,
trimming
it's
my beard for
It's
since
not like a tree.
1985.
Do you know how long it's going to be before I can even think about wearing my beard shirt again? My beard shirt.
3 months.
We're talking a year, 2 years, probably before it even get down to past the collar. you know,
3 months, John, you'll be claiming it.
I've lost my power. It was the one thing I had, and now it don't hurt, and now my button don't work anyway. Oh, I was gonna tell you the sad story of my beer, but my button didn't work. But now it came more of a happy tune, like we got hope, and I get the fuck out of here.
That kind of sounds like one of Robin's Civil War things.
Yeah, that sounded like letters from the front.
Yeah.
Dear Mom.
There'll be a civil war in the Trump family, within the Trump family, when they start coming for them with subpoenas and stuff, because if Trump turns around and says, I never signed those documents, Trump Jr. signed those documents, or Eric signed those documents, or Ivanka signed those documents. It wasn't me that signed those documents.
It was one of my kids.
Yes. So what's going to happen when they say, hang on, you've declared this is worth 150 million, it's only worth 70 million, you've got to line out for 100. That's bank fraud and but that wasn't my signature.
You know he's back in New York City, right?
Yes, he went there Sunday. He went for one night, went up there and did some business, I understand. Probably had to check the safe for any dimes he left up there. And there was one supporter that greeted him. And there was a whole bunch of protesters on the other side. One guy showed up with a Trump. Hey, Donnie. One guy. I love it. Shit, yeah. He has to sneak in.
Did they ever rename the street in front of that building? Weren't they going to call it Obama Avenue or something, or that street that was in front?
I don't know. Huh? I remember that being brought up at one time. That somebody wanted to do it. Call it.
Well, the city of New York wanted to do it.
Well, maybe they ought to. For Michelle Obama, a woman being inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame. Hell yes, we should name an avenue right up. Let's name it the one that goes to Mar-a-Lago.
John, you know what I got in the mail today?
What? Well, what did you get in the mail today, Spark?
An offer for America's uplifting 44th president. All new legal tender $2 bill honors Obama.
Really? Are you shitting me? Is it issued by the Mint? By the Treasury?
Bradford Mint.
Oh, Bradford Mint. So it's
says it's a legal currency. It looks like a $2 bill, an old $2 bill, except on either side of Jefferson is a picture of Barack Obama.
I would love it. It might be a commemorative bill. Huh?
Is that an act of Congress having someone's
no, that's right. It would have to be a commemorative bill, because you're right. It would take an act of Congress to put anybody on the American currency.
Right.
But ceremonial or
limited edition.
Collector's items that you can get. I don't know if it's legal or not.
It looks just like the old $2 bill. I used to have one.
I used to too. I had one forever. Kept it for a long
Somebody got a hold of it.
Until
$3 bill.
Until one day, $2 sounds like a whole lot of money. Robert Heron, how in the hell are you, brother, out in Oregon?
I'm okay. How's it going?
Good. Glad to have you here.
Hi, Robert.
Good. Yeah, I was watching your Texas governor today complain about the fact he has to go out and do some work.
Yeah, poor Abbott. You know, what are you going to do?
He's like, the Mexican
all his time. Oh, yeah.
He's complaining that he's got to go out and do the job that he's hired to do. That's what he's complaining about.
God forbid.
It's cold outside.
And he let Texas freeze, and now he's complaining about immigration, even though they're catching him. I mean, they're catching him. They're doing their job.
Yes, they're coming in through the border, and they're being taken to the border patrol stations and whatnot, and being processed. That is still going on. But
that's their job. That's always
Abbott
been their job.
Is selling it as they're coming across the border with COVID-19 to kill you.
Right.
And he's trying to frame it in a way to get his ass out of the sling that he let Texans die down here in freezing weather when he didn't weatherize our power stations, and all the other bullshit that he's tried to do. The opening up of the state last time too early, that cost Texas lives. And he's reopening it again this time, just bang and boom, let's go tomorrow, no masks, no nothing. And it creates chaos within our society.
And this is the same guy this is the same guy that wanted to recede from the union and tried to get him to sue the other states over the vote.
Yes.
The same guy.
What do you want me to do? My governor, my attorney general, my lieutenant governor? my congressman,
Yeah.
you know, my
It's sickening,
senator.
right?
Really, the
You know?
whole list sucks.
Yeah.
If nothing
I feel
points
bad for
to
you.
we need to turn our state blue, this is. Look, and this has been, they've been in control of Texas for 3 decades. 3 decades under Republican control, and this is where Texas is at. We
Yeah.
got a power grid that shut down and left Texans in the dark. We got a senator that took off to Cancun and left us in the dark. We have a
Right.
governor, an attorney general that is trying to attack democracy itself. And
Right.
congressmen who are, in my opinion, aiding and abetting an insurrection.
Absolutely.
You
All of
know,
it.
it just,
I'm right there
I
with you.
don't feel good about my state. We
Yeah.
need every Democrat, every decent-minded person in the state of Texas to make sure that you're prepared to vote in 2022. To make sure that whatever rules they're going to try to throw at us to change anything, that you're up to date on.
Yep.
And that goes the same for everybody in every state. Because
Georgia
that's the game.
especially.
That's the game the Republicans are going to play, baby. Is to block your vote. And if you don't know about that until the voting day comes and you go to try to vote, and all of a sudden they say, "Well, I'm sorry, you can't do that because you changed the rules." Well, what the rule change? Well, it's this X little Y thing here that you have to do. Oh, well, I can do that. Well, you have to leave now and go do that and come back. It's any way to delay and deny people to vote. That's what this whole rash of bills going across the country right now is. And it's a direct result of the big lie of,
Oh yeah. All of it.
it was a rigged election and all this bullshit.
You said it many times, John. Lie, cheat, and steal to get their way.
That's it. That's all they got. Lie, cheat, and steal. That's all they
Closed
have.
polling places, too. Closed polling
Close
places.
polling places, shorten the amount of time. Even
Yeah.
make it a crime for you to offer water to somebody in line.
Yeah.
God, can
Hey,
you
I'm
believe
sorry
that? It's
there,
much
Jim.
more
Are you in
crime
line there
to
till you're
get by
thirsty? Here, have a bottle of
Yeah.
water. And cops come along and arrest your ass. Really? That's where you want to go? That speaks
God,
volumes
man.
about the society that you're willing to accept. We're not willing to accept that shit. Hell, they ought to put up a lemonade stand there. Keep them hydrated while they're in line. Look how long you're making them wait. I've said many times, if you're having to spend 4, 5, 6 hours in line, whatever it is, 3 hours, 2, that's your government trying to prevent you from voting.
Right. Absolutely.
We could streamline the shit out of this crap, and you know it. We all know it. But if you
Right.
go up there and get in line and it's taking you 3 to 4 hours to vote, the problem isn't that there's too many voters.
No, they're afraid. Look what they're doing in Georgia. Look what they're doing in Georgia right now.
They're
They're trying to make it impossible for those people to vote there.
Thank goodness Stacey Abrams is still there, because she will slap the crap out of that shit again. She will motivate those people to get out and vote, because regardless of what rule they stick out there, if we are persistent, we will vote. And that's what it takes. It takes persistence in this. We have to keep doing it every freaking time the ballots are open.
Absolutely.
I think we have a law now here in California. If you're 18 and have a driver's license, you're registered to vote.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. 18 in California.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
In Australia, you turn 18, you have to vote.
There's a law you love.
Right. I think that they should pass a law. You got to vote. If you don't vote, you're going to be
vote.
you're
It's
gonna be
your
in
civic
trouble.
duty. Well, they're not going to do that. But
What do they fine you?
I do think they ought to make it a national holiday.
It's a $100 fine if you don't vote.
Yeah, come on. Get out there and vote.
Be involved. Be involved.
If we had mandatory voting here, the Republicans would never win another office ever.
Ever.
Never.
That's right.
Never.
You're right.
And Timothy Silva Jr. donated $5 to Super Chat and said, "We cannot let these suppression bills prevent us from getting the vote out. We need to continue
Amen.
standing up and
Amen.
in saying enough of the cheating." Outstanding, Timothy.
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
No, I'm going to
brother.
scream it from the top of my lungs.
Top
I'm going
of
to
your
scream
lungs.
it every
We're tired
day.
of this shit.
Yeah. We're
That
sick
is
of it.
what they are afraid of, because they know the more people that vote, the fewer times Republicans are going to get elected. Go figure. It's just the demographics in our country. There's more liberals here than there are conservatives. There are more people interested in making a better future for all of us versus some greedy assholes on the other side who want to take it all.
The 1%.
The 1%.
It's the 1%.
Yes, well, look how many people that they have working for those 1%. You know,
Got the 1%. You've got that 1% of wealthy, and now it's got the church involved in the government. So you've got both of the bad people there. The church that doesn't pay tax, the 1% doesn't pay tax, yet they're pulling most out of the government or ripping it off for the most.
Yep. Yeah. Agreed.
Did HR 1 pass? HR 1
passed the House. I don't know if it's passed the Senate yet.
All right.
It's not up for vote yet in the Senate.
Not up for vote yet. Yeah. By tomorrow, the COVID to Rescue America, or whatever it is, should be passed through the House tomorrow. And it'll go straight over to Joe Biden. He will sign it, and that's it.
Amen.
It will be.
And the great thing about that bill, the 1% get nothing.
Nothing. No soup for you. Get the hell out of here.
Poor baby.
Poor
baby.
And that's why the Republicans fought it so hard.
Right.
Yeah.
That is why it was done like that.
Yeah.
Diana Mallory, Greek Ether the Gong, came back with another $5. Said 2020 was a rigged election. Donnie just didn't rig it with enough votes to win. He didn't think Biden would get so many blue votes. 81 million. I think that's you won the popular vote and the electoral
college. Yeah,
yes,
he won.
Donnie
both.
lost the popular vote both times, even with the same electoral college votes. Donnie lost the popular vote both times. They're and that demographic is changing.
7 million the second.
And it's going to change after this. Because a lot of Republican voters, people that voted for him, are realizing the emperor has no clothes. When he went to CPAC and gave a speech spouting out the same bullshit that he said before, nothing has changed, and you're supposed to believe that. After a while, it just gets old.
It's also that they've realised the man behind the curtain's only a little short, fucking powerless asshole.
Yes, and all I want you to do is send him money. That's it. Just send him money. Send it to me. Don't send it to the Republican Party.
Right?
Yeah.
The grip is back on. He's going to take all the money, and he's going to attack his own party, and he's going to be a grifter. That's what he's going to do.
He's going to take all the
and
money and
those
leave
that send
it
the money
in the
to him,
dust. Because I don't think he's going to run in 24.
Deserve it.
I don't think he's going to
You
run
go fucking buy your Trump. You go buy Trump. Yeah, you go. He's your little puppy.
Hey,
but when he bites you in the hand or bites you in the ass, what are you going to do then?
Yeah.
He throws everybody under the bus. I don't know why they don't get it. He turns on every single person that is in his circle.
Doesn't that seem to be a common theme when we all start talking about different stuff? We can all narrow it down to what do these people see in him?
That's what I'm getting. What do they see in this guy?
Yeah. And what is it that makes people like Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz throw their dignity under the bus?
It's got to be bribed. It's got to be a shitload of money, and that's all I can think of.
There's got to be something.
They've all done insider trading. He set them up with insider trading. He says, I'll change policy, buy these shares. He's made them all a lot richer. Now he's got them under his thumb.
Yeah. Well, he did that for 4 years, Ozzy. He was an insider trader. The last 4 years, he's been doing that.
Yep.
He did it with the drugs. He did it with hydrochloric. He did it with hydrochloric, whatever that drug was. He had
openly.
Yeah, he was trying to push that drug on for COVID, and he was making money on all that.
Yeah.
So did the senators. There were 4 senators that sold their stock before he told everybody they were going to get sick.
Yes.
Little insider trading there.
There was more money in treating a disease than curing it. He didn't want to cure it. There's more money in treating it.
There's money in research, baby. As long as you don't cure it, you're getting money all the time for the research for it.
I think he wanted us to die. I think he wanted to attack this country. It seems like he wanted to attack this country because he knew how deadly it was, and he let it happen. He called it a hoax.
He wanted to weaken the spirit of the country.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted the whole country to say, Donnie, help us, help us.
Oh, beg him. He wanted us on our knees worshiping him, praising him, and begging him.
I tell you
for
what,
paper towels.
this will blow your mind. This will blow your mind. Go watch the movie Sherlock Holmes, the one with made in about 6 years ago. Sherlock Holmes, right? The whole thing about this Mr. Blackmore, whatever it was. If you watch it from the 30 minutes on into the movie, you've got Donald Trump playing this Blackmore guy, or I can't remember. It was an evil name, but it was just like Trump. He was controlling Parliament. He weeded his way into Parliament. He corrupted people, then killed them and threw them under the bus. Does anyone familiar with the premise of that movie? Does anyone understand?
I watched it, but it was all about it was kind of like the Illuminati. It was kind of like the Illuminati.
Yeah, exactly. But if you watch it today, you'll have a different perspective on that movie. You'll see a marry up to today, what's happening today. You will see it. And it makes me wonder, like I was watching it 2 nights ago, it was one of the movies on the TV here, and I thought, geez, did Donald Trump watch this? The way he's maneuvered his way.
Something on TV that ended up being reality.
He gets his ideas from movies, man. Where do you think he got The Wall from?
Yeah, it's almost that way.
Yeah.
He watched Machete. He watched the movie Machete, and he got his idea from The Wall, from that movie. Guaranteed.
Yes. Yes, I understand that too. I can see the theory in that.
Yeah, because the guy that was in the movie was the governor that was shooting the guys coming across the border, remember? And he'd be welcome to America.
Yep.
Boom.
Remember that?
Yep.
And then he built a wall. All of that. It's like Trump watches TV and then he decides that's what he's going to do.
Did it have a boat with snakes and alligators? I'm just wondering.
Should have.
One of Donnie's ideas. Teresa Diggum donated $5 to Super Chat and said, "We need to educate Fox viewers." How can we do that? There is a question, Teresa, for the ages, baby. How do we educate Fox viewers?
We sue the crap out of them.
Well, you know what? I'm having that theory because pretty soon, maybe, I don't know, there's going to be an upset in that newsroom. Who's that? Murdoch down there in Australia that owns Fox?
That's right.
Yeah, he's about what, 90 something, or?
He's 88 or 90, yeah.
I think he's going to turn 90 pretty quick. And his sons, the power struggle over who's going to take control of that. They're not all of the mindset that he is. So there's, it's Murdoch that drives that right-wing nut job shit. So we're hoping as soon as he meets the angels, whatever you want to call it.
Well, he's sort of buddies with the Koch brothers, that sort of situation. Or Koch brother, he's in that league, a league above Trump.
To me, it's fascism. It's powerful money trying to control the world.
Very powerful money.
Very powerful money.
So I wrote an article today that said the Attorney General needs to arrest him right now while he's in New York if they have enough to get him, because he came out of his little cave. And he's in New York trying to figure out what's going on with his businesses. That's why he's in New York, because they opened up his businesses. Yes. And they're going. They got a racketeering guy.
They got yes.
You could do that with phone calls.
I wondered why did he have to go there physically to do something?
Because he's going to look into his books. That racketeering guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There's something physical there that he had to either go get, destroy, or whatever. That he left in New York. Is this first
they are quite confident.
He's got to get his CFO under control.
Yeah, he's got to destroy that videotape of him and Jeffrey Epstein.
No, the guy that controls his money.
People. You can't put contracts out on people over the phone. You got to do that.
No, you got to do that in person. Not when you're talking about this league, anyway.
But they said he's going to New York to look under the hood of his businesses to find out what that guy's coming after.
Yeah.
Because they're going to get him on racketeering. I guarantee it. You watch.
The taxes have been turned over. There's a question, and it got me today, and because I was going to talk about part of it, because, what was it? Because Lindsey Graham talking about aid to black farmers in referencing that as reparations, the forgiveness of a loan. And at the same time, I'm reading in the news that there's a company, and Armor or something like that. It's some company, the company that made a $100 million loan to Donnie for a property in Chicago.
Yep.
And then that loan was forgiven. We forgive you.
I know,
See you later.
they forgave
Thanks for doing
$150
business with us.
million.
We'll see you later. $100 million.
shit.
Who gives who forgives a loan of $100 million?
That's how big a league we're talking, John.
We're talking money. You start
Well,
talking
they
money.
forgave him. They forgave him all the interest he owed and all that stuff. It was like $100 million.
And they're
that he owed.
questioning exactly how he did that. And what did that reflect in his other filings on tax papers and insurance filings, or all the different paperwork and stuff that you have to file other places in business. And how are you referencing that $100 million? And
they also want to know about how Ivanka and Jared made $500,000 a day while working under Daddy. $500,000 a day they made.
also have the investigation into her getting paid as a consultant for a company that she is employed by. She is an employee of the company, but she's getting paid a consulting fee to consult with the company she works with, that she's getting paid to be as a member of that company. It's a tangled mess of shit, and that we're going to go through. And anyway, let me catch up real quick. Johnny Fly donated $5, our buddy up in Pennsylvania, and said, stand up against this anti-voting nonsense. The GOP is doing this so they are guaranteed a win. Don't let it happen, Blue Dots. Outstanding, Johnny Fly. We appreciate it. No, we're not going to let it happen.
No, it's going to come back to bite them in the ass, what they're doing.
I hope so. I hope it comes by and bites them a big one on the butt.
I mean, it woke up. America did get woke up because we voted him out. I mean, if one thing he did rally up people to go vote against him.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yes. We can't, we had 81 million voters, but we can't forget about the 71 million that voted for his ass because they're part of this country.
Didn't vote?
But out of that,
how many people? How many people didn't vote? I mean, how many people still didn't vote on top of all those millions of people?
Most of the people in the country don't vote. That's the sad fact of American politics, is that we have a bigger majority of people that don't vote at all than people that do vote. I believe that voting day should be a national holiday. And now I think there's the deal. It's a national holiday, paid if you vote.
Should be a patriotic holiday.
If you don't
a patriot,
vote,
you get paid to go vote.
It's a day off that you're not getting paid for. It's a holiday.
That's a great idea.
Day off. You don't get paid if you don't vote. But if you vote, we'll pay your day. We'll make sure your day is a paid idea. I mean, a paid. The Republicans would frame it as
paid holiday
votes. I just think it ought to be a holiday, not a paid holiday, just a national holiday. That if
patriotic holiday.
If you do vote, then you are paid for that day.
Because you're a patriot.
And if you
you're a
don't
patriot.
vote,
you did your patriotic duty.
It's still a national holiday. Thank you, you asshole. You didn't vote. Enjoy your day.
It should be in your case. It should be a holiday because so many people in America work 2 jobs and it's hard for them to vote. And given an opportunity to vote,
they might have to go stand in line for 8 hours.
Yeah, we vote on Saturdays in Australia. It's always a Saturday, and it's from 7 in the morning till 7 at night. And you've got your absentee votes and mail-in votes as well.
We do it on Tuesdays because that means you have to take time off from work, and some people can afford to take time off from work.
I don't know why we don't have any common sense in the United States. This country's missing common sense.
It was designed to try to keep certain people in power. That's the way our system was designed. And until we realize that, until we start fixing the whole society like we were talking about earlier in the show, then we're going to run up against problems and argue about things that we shouldn't have to argue about. But it's going to be a long time before we get there. But how we get there is the biggest thing. A voice that will not yield, your voice. Being involved, being informed. Knowing that Republicans are trying to pull shenanigans with the voting rights, knowing that, being prepared for whatever it is that comes up. If you can get involved in your local community, if you can get involved in your local political Democratic Party, do that. Do that, because this fight coming up in 2022 is bigger than any of us realize. We were so cranked up for 2018, we're going to take back the House, and we did. We did. We rose up in a blue wave.
Yep.
And we were tired of the disgusting con man and the liar that was in the White House. So we rose up and got rid of him. Now, to fix this country and push it forward, to make it what it needs to be, we have to get rid of this 50-50 split in the Senate. We need a Congress that works for the American people, both in the Senate and in the House of Representatives. So
we got to end the filibuster.
Yeah, in my book, they should. Now, the filibuster was designed to create bipartisanship, that you had to get the minority to vote with the majority to get something. It's all great and great sounding on paperwork, but the problem with it is that Republicans have taken that tool and now use it as a weapon to block any. That's how come we had to go through reconciliation to get the COVID-19 bill passed, because we couldn't do it because the filibuster. They just sit there and filibuster. It wouldn't go anywhere. So we had to take it through reconciliation where they couldn't stop it, where it was a 51 vote.
Hey, John, did you hear what Jamie Harrison said on Sunday talk show?
No. What do you say?
Well, Jamie Harrison is now he's now the DNC chairman, and he said that their Senate Appointment Committee and stuff, they're looking at things, and they think realistically that they can pick up between 8 and 10 Senate seats in 2022.
That would be amazing.
And
that would be a majority.
There's a lot of Republican senators that are dropping out.
We take 10. That's 60.
Yeah.
You know?
That would do it.
That would do it.
I hope he's right. I hope he's right.
Take your filibuster and shove it up your butt.
He's teaming up with Stacey Abrams and other leaders in the South to make sure that we get that vote turned out. So we'll see. We'll see how it works.
We're going to do the same thing here in Texas. And this is the drive that we have to start on now. That's how come we this show and Robin Kincaid and Randy Kervin, that we stay on the air, Leo Sahaki, all of them. Virginia Woody stays out there, her voice. We can't stop because the fight isn't over. The fight comes every 2 years, so they're not always exciting as these last few.
You have Beto O'Rourke down there, who's a great voice, and he's doing wonders. And I hope,
I'm hoping he's running for governor. I think he's setting himself up for it. He has been doing an amazing job, but he's been doing that ever since he lost to Ted Cruz. He never quit. Beto O'Rourke never quit. He kept working for the people here in Texas and Americans, and that's what we need. When AOC can reach out of New York and help the people of Texas, a red state. What an amazing thing.
She raised $5 million for Houston. I thought that was just awesome.
Yeah. It's when we realize that we are the United States, and that regardless of what state you're in, your stature in life, how much you earn, or where you go to church, none of that should matter to any of us as a whole. We only can claim the title of patriot when we realize that fact, that we are all one, e pluribus unum. That's it's our old slogan, the one that we were founded on. Out of many, one. That we have to be as one.
Our job is to remind them and all the people, and especially remind the Republicans, who's really going to bat for you and who isn't.
Yeah. And indeed entice Republicans, conservatives that still believe you might have a different concept of, I don't know, finances, whatever.
I agree.
But a discussion, a debate.
John, and when you have a crisis that you just had in Texas, and you see AOC go into action, she is doing action. She's not just running her mouth. When you see people that go out there and do the job,
she's not packing,
and they're not running their mouth, those are the people you support, because they're doing the job.
They're
not
the work.
Giving you lip service.
Trying to impact. The only time Ted Cruz went out and did anything was after he got caught. And look here, take a picture of me handing out this water. Look here, I'm serving food to these people. It's not because that was in his heart. It's because he got his ass caught. And that's what, the only time you're going to see Republicans reach out and do the right thing is when they think it benefits them, either politically,
or for a photo op,
that you could use on your next, go into church. When you go into church, you look at you go down once a year and go out to the soup kitchen and help hand out food and look, make sure you get a picture of me. Okay, I'm gone. They can use
Make sure you shoot the people. But he had to shoot the people in the face before he
look at Joe Smith, an outstanding American, feeding the homeless over here. Look at me over here, handing out during a disaster. What does he do the rest of the time? He plays piano at a whorehouse, which is another word for politician. Yeah.
One car in that car park. One car.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the picture. I've seen several pictures, and I did not see anything but one car. So. Did Ted Cruz go someplace to hand out water in a line of cars? I don't know. It can't be proven because there ain't no freaking pictures of it.
There's no witnesses.
Yeah, there's 100 pictures of him walking through the airport, getting on the airplane to Cancun. Hell, there's video. And
there's memes all over the internet.
But you can't find a picture of Ted Cruz handing out water where there's more than one car involved. That's just sad.
Oh, and he got the water from somebody else that was giving it away. He literally got it from somebody that was giving it away, and then he gave it away.
He's a used car salesman who wants to run for president in 2024.
Oh my God!
He does.
The booger eating king of America.
Yep. They need to be arrested.
Future king of America. That's what Ted Cruz wants, and we already know there ain't nobody in the Senate likes this asshole anyway. On a personal level, Ted Cruz, they just think he sucks anyway. And his wife is ugly from what I understand. I don't know. I heard it on the internet.
He was called out in Parliament anyhow.
He's a two-faced lying, coward piece of shit. It seems all of our representatives damn near here in Texas are exactly that. Not all of them, because we do have Democrats down here. But these Republicans they're just so willing to turn their back on our country and on my state. Really, you've made a laughing stock of us. My governor, my lieutenant governor, my attorney general, my senators, my congressmen. Who else, baby? Thank goodness we got it. We just elected a new female young mayor down here in Corpus Christi. I got high hopes for her, baby. Democrat. There's hope in certain areas.
You know what? Texas wanted to recede from the union, and after all they're doing, go ahead, let them.
No.
Let them.
Nope. Ain't happening under my watch, buddy.
Because look what's going to happen to Texas. It's already falling apart. Because of the people in charge.
Well, we have to get Democrats back in charge in this state so we can, connect to the national grid. And the only reason we're not is to avoid regulations so we don't have to pay fines for all the shit we don't do.
Right.
That's the way Republicans work down here. It's not about our society. It's not about your infrastructure. It's not about nothing. It's about how much money can we get before we get thrown out of office. That's the whole premise of the fucking Republican Party in my book. They're just there to skim as much money as they can out of the system for their own personal benefit. Screw the population. Screw the society. Get what you can. Greed is good. That's who they are. That's who Republicans are in my book.
Completely.
And
seems like it. That's all I see right now.
That kind of society, look where that leads you to. Yep. What does that lead you to? Gated communities where slaves work for them? Virtual slaves?
And there again, these are people that are tax paid. I think that their pensions, like if they got more than $1 million, they do not get a pension. I mean, if I can't get food stamps,
take a pension if you've got millions or billions in the bank already. Why would you want to put a drain on your own country to do that? If it wasn't necessary, if it was chump change compared to what you get,
right?
It's.
And the thing is, they never paid a dime into those pensions.
No, they get it.
They never pay taxes. Never pay a dime in there.
Boom, they get it. 2 terms.
Do you know how many families it takes to pay one congressman's pension?
A lot.
I mean, think about it. It probably takes 1,000 families pitching in to pay that one guy's pension, and these are people making $750 an hour while he's got $1 million in the bank.
That's the same argument I use when I talk about health care. Look how many people have to pay their policy to pay the CEOs
Right.
Wages when we're
Yeah,
talking about tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. Look how many people have to pay in just to pay that man or woman.
The last 10 years I worked, John, I had to put in extra money into my pension to make it much better.
Yeah, I had a plan, but my plan fell through.
I mean,
now I'm on plan.
you can't, as a common person, I can't get food stamps if I make too much money. They say I'm not qualified. You make too much money.
Oh yeah.
So I don't see why that doesn't apply to our government, who we pay taxes to.
Well,
Because they turn this whole thing into the
we
biggest
have to evaluate our whole
ever.
society because of the fact that there will be fewer jobs and more people, and what does that lead to? We have to come up with another way to make people whole, to be able to have dignity, to be able to have a house or a home, food in their belly.
Absolutely.
Those are the things that we should be concentrating on.
Quality.
The quality of life for their fellow citizens. Look
Absolutely.
at our homeless problem, the hunger problem that we have in this country. Not to mention what we could do for other nations if we work together.
There is no more middle
start
class.
going
They
down that
destroy the
rabbit
middle
hole
class.
of socialism and giving stuff away. I just want to be in a happy country. Norway is always a happy country. Netherlands over there, Sweden, happy.
Finland.
Yeah, Finland.
So far behind. We're so
Happy
far behind
countries.
everybody else.
We're over here
Well,
steaming
Australia's relatively happy.
potato head. Australia's happy. I want to go to
We like
Australia.
Australia.
Dave, I want to go to Australia. Really do.
We
Yeah,
like
well,
Canada. We
yeah.
like
I want to go
Australia.
see koala bears and kangaroos.
We've got laws here that are stupid, like you. We've got
I want to
laws
see
here
some
that
guy whip out a knife and say, "Now this is a knife."
But we don't have you can walk the streets at night not worried about being shot, gang banged or whatever it may be over there. We don't have that. There's no gangs, and gangs are illegal.
That's correct.
Bikie
They should be here
clubs,
too.
they can't ride in a group larger than say 20 or 15, whatever it is. They can't unless they get a permit and say it's a special ride. So they can't gather in large numbers. They burnt their own bridges because they become heavy drug dealers, and they brought the police down on themselves. But it's made the whole country a very safe country in that respect. A lot of people say Australia is a very safe place to live. Financially, we don't do any better, I don't think, than we have our poor, we have our struggling, we have our homeless.
Right.
The numbers are only less because there's a difference of 300 million compared to 30 million, let's say, round it down. But in saying that, the power to weight ratio to those numbers, we are a lot less. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of streets in every state of or county that you would not walk down. I can't say that would be true of Australia. Pretty well, you could walk from one end of Adelaide to the other, and most of Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, Darwin, and not be assaulted.
I want to go on a walkabout.
Yeah.
That's what I'd have. That's what I'd like.
You won't be hassled. You won't be hassled. And if you are hassled, they don't come at you with a knife or a gun. It's like, go away, mate. Leave me alone, and they're gone.
Yeah. It doesn't,
No, but
an
we could get a
ambulance is not
passport.
involved.
Maybe I
No,
could now that we can get a passport. You
We
know, in
don't,
the
have
United
police,
States now,
we don't have police kneeling on people's necks. We don't have those sort of deaths in custody.
Yeah.
We have deaths in custody, but we don't have the ratio. There is a problem in America, and I've got to say, John, you hit the nail on the head earlier in the show. It's basically fascist. The rich are making the rules. The rich are nasty people, and
They are.
that's bleeding down.
They're not concerned with your piddly ass.
No.
Shut up and buy our goods.
They're too
They-
far separated.
There's so many,
There is
there's
no
so
more middle
many
class in the
of you
United
that they
States.
can exploit. They say, he's just an asshole. Get rid of him.
To
Don't
me-
let him get a job again. Black ban him. We've got plenty of people we can employ. You just fodder.
To me, it has always been framed in that way in my mind. It's a fight from democracy and fascism. That's what I've looked at ever since Reagan came on the scene. That's when I realized what's going on here, baby. They're not fighting for you.
I did too.
working man.
Reagan was my trigger.
They're there to trickle down economics. We're going to steal a place blind, and don't worry, you might get a job. Who knows? Poor, hungry, and needing a job, baby. You'll get something. That's the way
You can't get on. You can't get a passport in the United States if you owe child support. So
Laws, baby. And speaking of laws, I'm glad to see this comment. Maria Betancourt donated $5, and I am keeping up with this. The filibuster was created to protect the civil rights laws being passed against the Jim Crow law senators.
yep.
Indeed. I told Travis the other day I've been reading the Constitution. It's a guide, not just the Constitution itself. It's a whole book and how it's explained. And yeah, it's the way the manipulation of everything of how laws in our country were designed and why they were put that way. And the filibuster indeed was one that was passed to prevent Jim Crow senators. I mean, having Jim Crow senators affect the Jim Crow law, the laws of the nation. Now I can't remember what the hell I was reading. I'd have to refresh my.
Hey, really quick before we
What?
go any further.
Oh, we got something to do.
Yeah, we're already about an hour and a half in the
Wait a
show.
minute.
I haven't rolled credits yet because we still got some stuff to do. So I'm just gonna give, let's say, another 5-7 minute warning. We are giving away T-shirts tonight. If you're just tuning in or tuned in a little bit later
We
into
should
the
have said
show,
something mid-show.
yeah, well, y'all were having a hot conversation.
Well, I was
going
going to say something. I just didn't want to interrupt you.
Interrupt me. I was over here quietly.
Oh, I heard you yakking.
Yeah, Travis is very quiet.
Anyway, so yes, we have 3 shirts we're giving away. We're giving away a shirt of your choice. You can either pick between Keep It Blue in 2022,
2022.
Vote Blue,
Vote Blue 2022.
and
Or you
Jenny
can
with
get
her
Jenny with
ginger
her little
snaps.
skirt on there and her ginger snaps. Her's a happy little donkey.
Yes. To enter, all you have to do is go to abluedotintexas.com. You will find a button that will take you straight to the T-shirt giveaway form. Just sign up. I'll say in the next 5 or 7 minutes, somewhere in between there, we'll announce the winner. We will be using a random number generator to pick out one
Yep,
winner.
For all the people who went and
Yep.
signed up at the We Are the Blue Dot Family webpage, we'll give you a few more minutes. Get over there and register up there. Pick what size you want, which one you want, and we'll generate a number here in a minute.
Yep.
So,
Yep. So,
and our
alrighty.
buddy Gary Spring up there in Canada donated. Hey, where's my thing? I've been robbed. Oh wait, Gary Spring donated 10 Canadian beaver bucks all the way up from Canada. Gary Spring, thank you, brother, so much for the donation and the beer. The beer is good, brother. I like the beer. Stout beer too. Gary is the one that sent me beer from Canada,
I
allegedly.
used to live on stout.
On
When
stout.
I worked at the brewery in Mendocino, oatmeal stout, Barney Flats oatmeal stout was like my daily thing.
Yeah.
I don't drink anymore. It's been 13 years because I came up with hepatitis C and I had to
Right.
stop all that. But I'm cured now because they came up with a drug that treated that virus, and they're gonna come up with a cure to treat this virus too. That's gonna cure it.
You know,
You watch.
we should take stock in the fact of look how fast the COVID-19 vaccines were developed and produced. Really, on the scale of vaccines and how fast you can get one produced, that was pretty fast, and that tells you just how much more we're advancing in the
You know
technology.
who paid for that?
allowed to
You know
do
who paid for that? You know who paid for that? You did.
Yeah.
You paid the 2 companies that made the research it quickly and get it. And guess who's getting the profits off it? The companies that made it.
They are.
You
Yeah.
not.
No. It's
You paid for it.
no. There's
Well,
going to be a
we live
lot
in the
of
day
money.
of the computer. You know, our computers and our laptops are the science that are causing these viruses to get vaccines as fast as they are because
Yes.
We're
the
living in a modern
technology
day.
that provides the speed at which we get that information, your data, your name, where you live, that
Yep.
information into a system that allows that shot to be delivered. Yeah.
But if this was Canada, if that was Canada, wouldn't Canada say, okay, we're taking 50% of the profits, and then you guys, the population might get $5 a week or $2 a week out of the, you know?
Yeah, capitalism,
Well,
man,
they're
in the United
free.
States. Most of the
they're gonna
shots
give
here in the United States should be free.
Yeah, the COVID
Yeah.
shots they're doing in Oregon are free. They're not charging people for the shot.
You're
Look at
paying
that,
for the
guys.
shot, then you're paying to get
Look at
somebody
that.
to
They paid
get
like
you the shot.
50%. they got 50% of the profits that these companies are making, Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer. They got 50% because they pay for the research. That would pay for what in America? Man, a lot of things.
Right.
It would pay for medical
Capitalism.
care
It's
for
a
a lot of
wonderful thing.
people.
We don't have health care here. We have profit care. I've said that from day one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
money.
We have
yeah.
profit care in this country. Like I
Yep.
said, you figure out a CEO, medical corporation, insurance corporation's CEO pay, and you figure how many people have to pay into that system just to pay his ass.
Right.
It should tells you something about what they think about your ass. They want your money, and they don't want you to get sick because they don't want to pay.
See,
for
you
your
could
ass.
have the same. You can, instead of them taking a third of your paycheck for Blue Cross, they could put it into Medicare for all, and then you have no co-payments. You have
Nothing.
no $5,000 deductible, and you're not working with a company that's in business to make money.
And what kills
They're in
me
business to help you.
is when they start screaming freedom over on the other side. You're taking away a people's right to choose it. No. If you want private insurance, if you're dumb enough to go pay for that shit, have at it, baby.
Right.
I don't really care. But there needs to be a public option. One that people
Absolutely.
that want to be, if you're rich and have 10 yachts and you want your own private doctor on standby, go buy that shit. You can do it, baby. But don't make the people at the bottom suffer because your privileged ass doesn't have to worry about it. You think that a pandemic would show us how ridiculous our healthcare system, because it doesn't matter in a pandemic how much money you got.
Right.
That germ doesn't give a shit how much money you got in your. If you get it, you got it. That's it. And the more people that have it, the better chance you have of getting it. Unless we take care of everybody,
Right.
And you can't let your prejudices against people get in the way of that, because then
Nope.
you're just allowing it to spread more on your prejudices. Our Governor Abbott down here. FEMA is trying to give the COVID vaccine, the testing to all the immigrants that are coming across. Greg Abbott, the governor, is fighting that and stalling it just so he could come out on TV and say, look here, Biden is letting all the COVID-19 illegal immigrants into our country and they're going to kill us.
Hey, John,
Yes, sir.
whatever you did to your microphone on Friday in the
Yeah,
back
you're
porch, you
really
need to do it
staticky.
again.
Am I making sounds?
Yeah, you're really breaking up bad. You're staticky.
Oh, shit.
At least on mine.
My tech guy ain't in the room right now.
And here's me running around thinking it's me, and I'm muted myself and turned it off, and it's still happening.
You did mine too. I did the same thing. I'm trying to help.
Yeah, well, my mic's got a mute button on it, and I know it wasn't me.
Yeah, same here. I was muted as well on the button.
Boy, howdy. Is it bad?
Yeah,
It's a little crackly.
Well,
a little.
shit.
It's just crackly, like you're.
There's something you're kicking with your foot.
Well, that's what I was trying to look at. There's a ton of wires that go down
Like
right in
static.
this hole right
Sounds
here.
like static.
And if a wire gets next to a
Yeah,
electrical
it sounds
cord,
like it is a very staticky thing, but there is a bad earth there.
It's
You've got
probably a
bad earth.
mixer connection.
Travis, there's a bad earth there, mate. And I know whether you're
Any
using
better?
cannon plugs or quarter jack.
no better. It's probably a
That's
connection.
better. Oh, no, it's still there.
Travis, can you talk, Travis, and see if it's your mic? It's just the mic, or
He's
if
out of the
Travis
room
talk?
momentarily. Travis just got up.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Occasionally he gets
Well,
up.
if you mute your mic, we'll know if it's the internet or your mic.
Wait a minute. I might be able to do that myself. Let me see if I can mute myself.
It might be the
yeah.
internet, mate.
All right, here. There you go. I'm muted. I can
Well,
say
that sucks.
anything the fuck I want.
That
I
sucks.
just
It's
say the
your mic.
goddamn thing,
John.
and I don't give a frick what the goddamn shit that the
You can
son of a
come back,
bitches can
John.
shove it up there.
You are the problem.
Huh? I'm the
Well,
problem.
we knew that already.
I'm the
There
problem.
he is.
Well, I just
Yeah, you're
explained
the
the whole
problem,
thing.
mate.
Yeah.
You should
I'm the
swap
problem.
mics with Travis for the time being, or something like that.
He's not in the room right now. I'm waiting on him to come back in.
But then again, Travis is going to give away a T-shirt, isn't he, or whatever?
In a minute, yes, he is.
Yeah, I read
I
this.
apologize. We're gonna. That's one of the things on my list, and I just told him today I want another camera, a webcam. that
You need
we'll
a
get.
proper desktop mic, John,
And
like all good commentators, you need one of those desktop mics.
yeah, the problem is we don't have one that would connect to the mixer. You know.
Yeah, well, there's something in the mix that's doing
Yeah,
it.
everything in the mixer is the plug style. You know, everything's plugged.
It could even be,
There's
it
no
could be,
USB anything on that.
it could be even something as simple as your headphones.
Yeah,
Setting
you were fine right up until a few minutes ago.
That's right.
What the hell did I do? I have no idea. I apologize
Yeah, the
for
same
it.
thing happened on Friday on the back porch last week.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it went away. Oh, here he is. I got something going on with my sound.
Travis, he's fading out with a staticky sound. He's unaudible. We muted his mic, or he muted his mic, and it went away. If you try your mic, can you try your mic and see if you've got the same issue, maybe?
I don't know. Julia T and Gary Springs says good on YouTube.
Sounds like a Discord thing. Hang on, let me try to end the call and I'll bring us back in. 1 second.
Yeah. Everybody on YouTube is saying it sounds good. Sharon Osborne on Facebook says she's not hearing it. It's just y'all. It's a conspiracy, isn't it? Just ganging up on my ass. It might be a Discord. It might be a Discord thing.
Yeah.
It's still
could
there.
be Discord. Maybe if us,
No, y'all
Phil,
are coming in
John,
nice and clear.
myself, we go in and out. Let's us go in and out.
Yeah, that could help.
Who?
That might be able to help. Yeah, if y'all took just come, because you can come right back in. Yeah, just bounce out, come back. Maybe that'll work.
See if that helps. I know over in the blue room it
Yeah,
does
no
that.
one's hearing it online, and I'm not hearing it on my end. That's weird.
Mm-mm.
Discord probably just being a butt again.
Discord. Got its own little
I'm back.
glitches. You still hear it?
It's still there.
Weird.
No.
Yeah, we can hear you, but
I don't hear it. No.
your voice is matched by a level of static that you really got to listen to hear what you're saying.
That's weird. I don't know what's causing it. I'm looking. Yeah.
I'm just wondering. No, I didn't do anything. Any wires moving around
Don't
down?
be fucking with wire. If you didn't fuck with wire.
No, I didn't fuck with no wires. I didn't touch anything.
But hey, can you
I have
mute
witnesses
John's,
right there.
Can you mute John's mic and keep yours active?
It's better.
It's a little better now.
Yeah, it's better.
See, I moved that
A little
wire.
better.
See, that's what I'm worried about.
Travis?
Is there's a wire that's connected that is passing over like a plug-in bar.
Yeah, but
You could get inductive reactance into a line and get some static that way. I'm just saying. I don't know. The only thing I move is my feet, and I do occasionally touch a wire.
Well, we are running overtime at the moment, so we're about to give away a shirt, and we're gonna hopefully maybe when we shut it all down, it'll fix itself before long. So let's see here. Let me get set up to give away a shirt.
How many people we got in there?
I'm about to figure that out.
Figure out how many people got in there to get a shirt.
Put us in the queue, and then it's better in the queue. We can listen.
Can you hear me, Sparky? I mean, are you still hearing it, Spark? The noise?
I just moved him out of the room for now, and maybe
So I'm
that'll
alone.
fix it. Yes, you are alone.
All
You're alone with me.
am I.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, don't forget we're doing a damn
No,
show.
no, I was just gonna say.
Okay, so we got 57
people participated, and it's outstanding. So Travis is going to do a random number generator.
Yeah, hang on, I'm getting that set up.
All right, going to get that set up.
All right, so let's go ahead and do this. So this is just number 4 was the first number that came up when I brought up random number generator. So we're going to go through 1 through 57.
1 through 57.
And we're going to hit this button. And Dad, you can say the number that pops
I can say
up.
the number? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so the number is 53.
53? Okay.
53, number 53.
Let me check what
the year of my birth. Alleged year. I think it was much later. I think it was like, I don't know, 83, 73.
All right, and
by my looks, I'm just guessing.
Let's see here. The winner is.
The winner is.
Hang on, drum roll. I'm trying
drum
to get
roll.
it
Drum
bring
roll.
up here.
Drum roll. I don't have a drum roll. None of my buttons work.
Yeah, well, I didn't know what was causing the noise, so I leave for 2
Shut that
seconds.
Hey, I didn't do shit. Don't blame that on me.
Oh, I'm blaming it on you.
I have witnesses, Your Honor. They all know. My hands never left my arms at any moment.
Okay,
So.
1 second. Everything's all loading slow. The internet has been
Of course
slow
it's loading slow.
all day.
Whoever was number 53 who popped in.
Okay, almost there.
Almost there.
Okay, got the list. All right, we're going for
Number
53.
53. Everything's loading slow.
Iris.
Iris Yazelle.
Iris is getting a Jenny shirt.
A Jenny shirt. Iris Yazelle. It was just her birthday the other day. Well, congratulations, sweetheart. We're going to send you a shirt, a Jenny shirt, with her ginger snap basket. Which, yeah.
Ginger snap.
I went and bought Jenny a big sack of horse treats. Blueberry horse treats like she liked before, except they didn't have the normal kind. They had this other kind that said for seniors. Oh, okay, well, Jenny's, not a young chick anymore. She's getting up in the mad. They'll be fine. Nope. I don't know what it is in those things. She turns her nose up and just, no. I got a whole big sack of these things. Blueberry, you know who's feeding them? Raccoons. Travis Tyler had to move the damn container we keep them in inside the front door of the house because he looked out there the other day and the raccoons had opened it up and they'd gotten in there and are enjoying the blueberry treats. So go figure. At night, I guess we could just fill the cat bowls with little treats and just put them out there for the raccoons, make them happy, get them full, and they can go on their way.
Yep.
Leave everybody else alone.
Yeah, they made a mess
the
of the
raccoons,
front porch.
they don't do nothing. We'll walk right by them. They'll just look at you like, how you doing? I'm sitting here eating this. You don't mind, do you? No. Go on about your business. Anyway, Iris Yazelle, we will get that shirt out to you immediately, darling. And thank you, and thank everybody for participating in that. We're going to try to do that a little bit more often. Because we do. We want to thank everybody. The donations that y'all make on our Patreon page, that's what keeps the bills paid, baby. That's what I'm working for. And y'all are paying my wages, baby. That's it. This is my only job. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming by and enjoying us tonight. Everybody in our YouTube and Facebook family on Periscope, we thank you so much for coming by and spending your time with us. Aussie Dave, thank you very much. Bill Jones, we appreciate you coming by. Robert Heron out in Oregon. Sparky Dunk out in California. Oh, look, wait, no, there's Bellica.
Yeah, she was just listening in. I talked to her.
Okay. And Velica, who I didn't know was in the room. Thank you, darling. Hugs to you, baby. We appreciate everybody coming by, and if they were in the room, they'd say goodnight. So I'll say goodnight for everybody. Good night, everybody. Anyway, today's Tuesday, baby. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Me and Clyde will be here for the Hump Day Adventures. We'll never know what's going to happen. We'll be back here again Thursday for another Blue Dot family meeting. So please come by and join us. Things are looking good this week. Maybe some of y'all might get your stimulus check in the mail, or they're going to try to crank them out. It's expected to be signed Wednesday evening. So by Thursday or Friday, they're hoping to have some people's bank accounts already in there. So maybe you'll be one of them. Anyway, things are moving in a good direction, and I'm glad to see it. We are still in a pandemic. If you ain't got your shot, nothing's changed. Please continue to wear your mask, stay socially distanced, wash your hands a lot, and stay the hell away from nasty-ass people. But whatever you do, try to do it with a smile on your face, baby. Makes the other people wonder what the hell you're up to. Anyway, thank you so much for coming by.
And really quick, thank you.
Really quick.
Everybody, thank you for signing up for the giveaway. Again, if you didn't catch earlier on in the show, we do have those 3 new designs on the shop. You can find them at bluedotintexas.com, and we're running the promo code BLUE22. So you type in BLUE22, BLUE 22. At your checkout, you'll get 10% off your additional order, and that goes for anything in the store. So if it piques your interest, go on, stop by, and all that other good shit.
Sarge Tech just made it here in time to say good night, peace, and long life to everyone.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Keep safe. think is wise words. Sergeant Tech,
Very.
thank you very much for being here. Miss Giselle, thank you very much for participating. Pat Hunter, thank you. Lauren McGrath is in the room, and thank you. Curtis Wood, BW, Marie Betancourt, we thank you all. Anita Bracey, and Lauren McGrath. I'm sorry. Some tongue tying there. Anyway, thank you all for being here. We'll be here again on Thursday night. Until then, y'all just take care of yourselves.